Let's take our search terms now and see if we can find a book that has more information on this same topic, or perhaps we could actually find the book that the words were from. Let's go back really quick and take a look at the passage. All right, so here are the different search terms that we could possibly use. So the one that appears the most obviously is gold. That makes the most sense to start with. So let's start with gold. Okay. Now, if we look over here, we got 59 results. If we are looking for a specific book on gold or where this passage came from, that's a lot of books to sort through. Now, you can obviously take a look really quick and just see. And we see there's gold, gold and silver in the West, Call of the Klondike, a true gold rush adventure, the California Gold Rush in American history. Now, did anything leap out to you as I was reading some of those titles? Something might have leapt out at some of you. I'm going to walk away from that for just a second. So let's say that we typed in gold and we just got so many, which we did, and we didn't see anything that looked super interesting. So we're going to go ahead and try again. All right. Another word that repeated quite often was the word miners, right? We had miners at least twice in this. So let's go ahead and try miners as one. Okay. Horrors of history, massacre in the mines, trapped, buried alive, growing up in coal country. We didn't talk about coal at all. We talked about gold. So something else that you can do and that you should do is combine your search terms. So we could do miners, gold. Let's see what comes up. Okay, so we've got 2, buried alive, 33 miners. Yeah, okay, that's not going to be a trap. So these books are both about the same thing. So even though we use 2 search terms that both show prominently in this passage, it doesn't seem like it's about gold miners that were trapped at all, right? Especially since talking about 1897 and this happened much more recently than that, okay? So if we go back to the passage, a lot of times kids want to start right away with names, and it's certainly not a bad place to start. So we could type in, let's try Marshall Bond. Let's just put him in. Oh, okay. So this book comes up, Call of the Klondike, a true gold rush adventure. All right, so this was one that came up before, if you were paying attention, and there's something very specific that's interesting about this particular book, and that is where it says Klondike. Does that ring a bell? So if you go back, the Klondike region of northern Canada, there's miners again. Both groups of miners had found their gold in the same place, the Klondike region of northern Canada. So at this point, we've seen this book come up several times. And if we were to type in, let's just put in Klondike. Let's do Klondike gold. It's the first one that comes up, okay? Now, this is where it's important for you to start understanding types of reading. Does this particular passage read to you like a fictional made-up story? Or does this read to you like it's imparting information to you? Like it's giving you factual pieces of information? I think overall, most of you are going to think that this is reading like it's factual information. And you would be correct, okay? This is telling you a factual story. So if we look at these 2 books, based solely on the call numbers, all right, which one would you pick to look for this piece of information? Remember, if it's nonfiction, it has to have numbers. So this is the one that you're going to look for, okay? This one does not have any numbers, so this means it's a fiction book. So your best bet would be to look for this book on the shelf, and then you could flip to the index in this book and see if you can locate the exact page that this particular passage is on. So that's how you can use search terms. You can break down a passage with information in it, extract search terms, and then use it in a database that has other information, like, for example, this online catalog, and it can help you find an actual book that passage may have been taken from.